It's gonna be a great video right here. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, let's get started. Now, if you're watching this before, during, or after the fact, this is your love child, and I got to get up in a couple hours and head to the hospital and get something done. But as I promised all you beautiful women out there, I was going to shave so you can see my pretty face. Now that you've had all that excitement, you're going to watch me do a professional unboxing, even though my lighting is not the greatest and I'm not using my bestest camera. We still live, and I'm going to leave this up for you. In the meantime, I got to get my other non-professional camera to help me record this again as we see it. Because when you unbox a guitar, you always, I tell everybody, I'm just trying to get this other camera professionally situated. I tell you all the time, when you buy these guitars, you, even if it ain't guitars, whatever you buy, use a little wisdom. And if it's any value at all, you want to record what you're doing. So before I head to the hospital tomorrow, and tomorrow I won't be able to lift this guitar, I figure I go ahead and unbox it. And so what I'm doing is, I'm doing this live for you, so y'all can see me before I go in the hospital. I'll be fine. The Lord gonna take care of us. And then I'm recording this. I'm gonna record this all at the same time. So when you buy something that's got any value to it, you always record opening it up, so nobody can call you a liar down the road. Not that anybody's gonna call you a liar, but just in case somebody wants to be funny that way. Y'all with me? Somebody was with me and they done got on and got off. That's okay. Let me hurry up and get this other camera situated, and we'll get on down the road, and I'll get things done the way they need to be so I can get to the hospital tomorrow. All I'm trying to do is set up this other camera so it will be a videographic record of me opening the thing. Alright? Can't nobody get funny that way. Alright? I got to turn this other thing on here, and then we're going to get rolling. We're going to get rolling. Give me just another half a second. And just bear with me. Just bear with me. I had to get on here in case anybody, some of my usuals, want to say hello. All right. Then I got to hit this button down here, and start recording. So y'all, if you're that anxious, I apologize, but I got to do what I got to do. All right, seriously, I go in the hospital tomorrow. I need to unbox this thing tonight, because tomorrow I'm not going to be able to lift a bunch of stuff. So I'm letting you come with me live as I unbox this guitar, and I'm recording it on another camera, because anytime you buy something with any kind of value, you make sure you open it up when you buy it online, especially. All right, that's the best thing Love Child can tell you. So let me get this on the video format, and let's get this thing open so I can get on with the rest of my night. All right. So here we go. You ready? Now, first thing I do when I unbox a guitar, especially, I spin it around. I look at the condition of the box. Does it got gaping holes in it? Does it got water damage? Has somebody look like they've been dumb to it? No. Now, I accidentally bought this guitar from a guitar center. That's right. I went on a blind date, and I bought this from a guitar center. And I normally at least call or have one of my representatives call and get some kind of lowdown on this guitar. Well, there I was the other day. I was going to buy this guitar anyhow. And I was on there, and let's just say, long story short, I hit the wrong button and ended up buying it. before I could call them up and try to get them down or anything else. So, if this guitar, and I got a good deal on it, if this guitar is as good, if this guitar is any good, I still got a heck of a deal on it. So first thing I do, I use my broken bladed pocket knife, and I cut the tape. The outside of the box is looking good. Everything looks good. I bought this from a Guitar Center in Towson, Maryland. That name sounds familiar. I've been up in them territories a few times. Now, what do we got on here? I don't know. Some kind of something. Now, the next thing you want to check and see is how it's packed. Now, this guitar is supposed to be good condition. It's supposed to be with a case. I've gotten some stinkers in my lifetime, but hopefully this won't be it. So here, you want to check how they're packed. That's very important. That lets you know, this may be a Guitar Center I want to buy something else from. I just wish I'd talked to the salesman first. But no, I got click happy. So they like bubble wrap. And my boy dog Elmer, if y'all know Elmer, he loves bubble wrap too. So here we go. And I see already, it's got a case. It's got at least a chipboard case, which is fine. This is a 1960s, I'm guessing. See, if I had called ahead of time, I'd have got the serial number. Instead of getting click happy, I'd have got the serial number. Don't I look good and shaving my beard? I'm a handsome dude right there. Ain't no comments going on. Some of my regular subscribers will watch this later and tell me how handsome I look. I am illegitimately called the Elvis Love Child, illegitimately called the illegitimate son of the greatest singer ever known to man, Mr. Elvis Presley. They also call me the Rocket Hillbilly. My mama was from Kentucky. My dad was from Mississippi. What else you gonna call a man like me? So we pulled out some of that packing, and here's what you call the birthing process. And here comes the baby. I'm sorry about the lighting and everything. I got to be in 12 hours from now. I got to be in the hospital getting ready for tubes and hoses and male nurses touching me in places that I'm not used to being touched by male people, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. The Lord's going to see me through. And if you're watching this, say a prayer. I still don't see no comments from my regular subscribers. So for y'all that are new to the Love Child, a.k.a. Rockin' Hillbilly, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. You can go back to some of my videos, see me play, see me sing the Jesus, see me sing the something else, Hey there, criminally autistic, take your shirt off, Hoss. I'm going to have my shirt off in about 12 hours when I'm laying on that gurney at the hospital. Matter of fact, I'm going to have my shirt and everything else off. All right? So if you happen to work at the hospital down here near Knox Pater, Alabama, you're more than welcome to come and do your thing. All right? But I appreciate the compliment. Listen, this video is not for kids, but it's also a PG rating. This is a family channel and everything. So anyhow, here we go. Here comes the baby. Now here, this is called the birthing process. Now when you bring it out of here, they put some stuff on the top. You bring it out and you look at it. Well, first thing I see is, you may not see it, but let's get a little haze on it. Like maybe this thing sat up in an attic somewhere. The case is dirty as spit, man. The case is nasty dirty. It is nasty dirty, but it's in decent shape. But you can tell there's been some moisture around the case. All right, this case is DI dirty with a capital DI. All right. Now, when you drag the case out, the one thing about the birthing process is down in the very bottom of the box, there'll be like this one right here. It's kind of way down there, but they was kind enough to put some more bubble wrap. When you pull that bubble wrap out, that's called the afterbirth. Now that's all the medical terminology I'm going to give you today, because some of y'all just could not handle it all the way. To my regular subscribers that are watching this, you be praying for your love child, because tomorrow's a big day where they do what they're doing to me, and don't worry about it. I'll get back on here as soon as I can. Now here's the part. See, I got the other camera running down here. Here's the other part. This is where we open it up. You got latches on the case. This is for all the marbles. This is where we see if we have a good condition guitar. Looking by the case, I'd say she's been around a bunch of water. Guitar Center, I call them blind dates, but I don't mind them, and I'll tell you why. They have a return policy. Again, I got click happy. I never called about this one. I never had somebody intermediate for me, even try to get the price down, but I got a good price. Let's see if we got a good guitar. Y'all ready? Let's see if I can wheel this bad boy over a little closer to you. All right, I still got to make sure I get it on that camera. So either way, I'm covered. When you buy something, the world's crazy out there, and it costs any kind of money. You open it up, especially if you're buying it online. Let's see what we got, boys and girls and friends and neighbors. And all right, what I see so far is a dirty case and a guitar that's got some dirt up in here. It needs strong. Well, folks, I don't know if we're going to be happy with this one. I ain't even took it out of the case yet. Good condition, that means the action don't need to be as high as a kite. So, first thing I see is one of these triangulated picks laying down here. It's a Hammond's, is that beer? Hammond's beer? Hammond's something bread? I've seen that name before. So we're going to pull it out of the case. Give it the smell test, see if it smells musty. It's a beautiful guitar now. This is a beautiful little baby right here. But so far what I see, the action ain't great. It needs cleaned, it needs polished, it needs all kinds of stuff done to it. We look in the dog box here. There ain't nothing. There ain't no goodies other than that guitar pick. But what I do on these older instruments, whatever I find in the case, I like to leave with the case, because somebody who owned this, it might have been Roy Clark owned this. Don't know. But here you go, a Guild 1960s model with a super high action. And some dummy from Guitar Center in Towson, Maryland, sent it to me all tuned. And that may even be A440. Just shy of A440. You dummy, you don't send a guitar that's tuned, you dumb dummy. Alright, I'll look at the guitar, the action's high as a kite. Let me see if I can find my rule here. I don't even need a rule to tell you this thing's too stinking high. So here we go with the process. I have opened it up. The action's too high, and the saddle, for you guitar aficionados, ain't got a whole lot left on it. I don't believe I can bring it down to where it needs to be. I believe we got a stinker, and that's the way it goes sometimes. I got plenty of time. Lord, get me out of the hospital alive tomorrow or the next day or whenever, and I got plenty of time to pray about this so-called good condition, which it's nicked and scratched and banged on and ain't been cleaned. Who would think, let me get on my high horse a minute, who would advertise a guitar being in good condition, and it wasn't cheap. It wasn't, you could have bought a couple brand new, 2 or 3 brand new classic guitars for the price of this. Alright, you couldn't even restring it, you couldn't even clean it up a little bit, and then you send it tuned up with a high action. I'm gonna have to sit and pray about this. I just don't know. I'd say this one here's got about a 52% chance of staying in the corral. Appreciate your time. I'm just keeping it real, as they say. Otherwise, she'll clean up nice. She'll be beautiful. The neck don't look too bad. It's not coming apart, I don't think. It may be. It looks like it's solid, but the action just a little bit on the high side. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna get my rule out and do a little measuring, and I'm gonna look at the bridge. The bridge ain't. Well, the bridge is wanting to come off down here. Or maybe it's got a gap in there. Most people say the gap of a credit card. Here's a thumb pick, and well, there was a thumb pick. Where that pick at? I got. Anyhow, it's got a gap down here. right there, right there. There's a gap. So I'm almost thinking it has probably been glued back on, and not a real good gluing job is what it looks like. So yeah, I think this one's gonna have to go back to Towson, Maryland Guitar Center. I will be calling them when I get out of the hospital and recuperated, and they can either send me back a bunch of money or I can send them back a guitar. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. This is your love child, and here's a Guild serial number just in case you get stuck buying this thing. It says CO or CB203. This might be older than what I think. Now, if this Guild guitar is as old as what it could be, it might still be worth keeping and sending off to the right guy and getting it done. So that's the story will be continued, but not today and not till I get recuperated. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to say the old girl's probably been in some moisture. See you later. Oh, yeah, pray for your love child. I'll be back at it again. Somebody else texted something. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Criminal, good to see you. This is my short video live before I head to the hospital. Remember, 12 hours from now, I'm going to be laying naked on a gurney with a bunch of male nurses staring at me. Ain't life great, man? How'd I get off of here? I'll get out of here somehow. Well, heck, how do I end this? Oh, okay. Appreciate y'all. Say a prayer for me. I'll see you later. I promise I'll do my very best.